The old house stood silent. It waited in the bush. 4 friends, dared by whispers, approached. Mark, the brave one, led the way. Next came Liam, then Jamie, with timid Ben trailing behind. They were young. They were foolish. They were about to learn the secrets of the bush. "What if the stories are true?" Ben whispered, his voice trembling. Mark laughed, a confident sound. "Ghosts aren't real, Ben, just old wives' tales." But as they stepped onto the overgrown path, a shiver went down Ben's spine. The air grew cold, the feeling of being watched intensified. The front door creaked open on rusty hinges. Dust filled the air, thick and heavy. Cobwebs clung to every surface, remnants of forgotten years. "See? Just an old house," Mark said, trying to sound brave. But his voice echoed strangely in the silence. Each footstep on the wooden floor seemed to reverberate, amplified in the stillness. A sudden gust of wind slammed a door shut. The boys jumped. "Just the wind," Liam said, his voice a little too high. But Ben saw it. A flicker of movement in the shadows, a coldness that had nothing to do with the dust or the decay. His breath caught in his throat. He wanted to leave, now. The laughter started first, soft at first, almost musical. Then it grew, louder, more menacing. It seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. Panic tightened its grip. "It's just a bird," Mark said, his voice lacking its usual confidence. But even as he spoke, a chill wind whipped through the house. It sent shivers down their spines. Then came the screams. Liam, his face pale with terror, vanished into thin air. One moment he was there, the next, gone. Mark, his bravado gone, turned to run. But it was too late. The shadows swallowed him whole. Only Ben and Jamie remained, their eyes wide with terror. Jamie didn't make it. He stumbled in the darkness, his terrified whimpers echoing in Ben's ears, then silence. A silence more terrifying than any scream. Ben, fueled by adrenaline and fear, ran. He didn't look back. He burst out of the house into the cold night air. The trees, like grasping claws, reached for him, but he didn't stop. He made it home, his clothes torn, his breath ragged. He told his story, his voice trembling, his eyes wide with remembered terror. No one believed him. They called it a nightmare, a hallucination. But Ben knew the truth. The bush held secrets, dark, terrible secrets. And he, the sole survivor, would never forget.